Welcome to GrinThoughts, a new series where we play and discuss our impressions and opinions on all things gaming. This week is the recently playable beta for Rainbow Six Siege. I'm Cal, and join with me is Henry. So, with the beta now finished, do you reckon it's made an impression, or it's worth getting upon its release, as it's now 2 months away from its arrival?
Well, it's never time to pre-order, but judging from the beta, it seems that this game is going to compete quite well with some tactical shooters out there.
So you reckon they're going to try and go for the Counter-Strike crowd, for the console gamers?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this game is nothing like Counter-Strike, not in terms of how to approach a match or how to... Just basically, when you choose your classes, like in Counter-Strike, you don't really choose your classes, and I feel that Counter-Strike is, in many ways, limited to just buy the best gun that you can buy. But Rainbow Six is much different. It's much more tactical, ironically.
Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah, because unlike Counter-Strike, with the whole design is you're just this character, you pick your gear, you pick your weapons, but this one has their own individual operators that are from different countries, and they have their own skills and sets. Especially I noticed as well with, like, I was one of the British guys, and he had a big, massive sledgehammer. So some characters got heavy armor, and the others have got very fast movement.
Yeah, I think the point that you said about the abilities is quite the core of the game, and compared to Counter-Strike, I think it makes the big difference, and where everybody's gonna feel that teamwork and communication has more weight. Because in Counter-Strike, where you can say, yes, they're coming from A or they're disabling B, but the coordination and that you need to breach the enemy's defenses or basically contain the enemy's attacks is much more...
It's much more enclosed.
Yeah.
With its design. So because it's in most of the levels that I think there's only 2 levels in the beta. It was just a house, literally. You can just choose the floors within the home where you breach. So with Counter-Strike because much larger maps in Counter-Strike with the walls, the alleyways and the corners and everything like that, you can peek in and out. Because it's one giant house, you've got to rely on, especially if you're defending, you've got to rely on building your defences up, essentially.
That's the point when choosing classes and customizing my operators, where I felt that there was weirdly not enough stuff, because the game gives you a renown, which is sort of like the currency, and with it you can buy new operators and you can buy new guns. But for some reason I couldn't help to compare it with the Call of Duty's unlock system, and Call of Duty's unlock system is actually much richer in a way. Of course, the game has nothing to do with this one, but the amount of weapons and the amount of gadgets that you can trick your weapon with it's much wider. So I feel a bit... It's a bit of a catch-22, because on one side you've got this really tactical shooter where it tries to aspire to being something like Counter-Strike, but it also brings features that we've seen in more, let's say, less serious shooters.
It doesn't try and take itself seriously in some ways. I mean with the renown using for with unlocking your characters, it is very Call of Duty-esque, because you can use it to buy attachments and all that, even the camo and whatnot. But I don't know. It's more because Ubisoft know for a fact that they're not going to get the Counter-Strike crowd with this game, especially considering how terrible Uplay is itself. But they definitely have a market for the console gamer who wants that tactical first-person shooter. They don't want just another Call of Duty or another Battlefield. They want something more tactical, and I think this is ticking all the right boxes.
There is, however, one box that I feel that they haven't ticked yet, which is the quality. We mentioned this in the podcast, is how Counter-Strike feels much more cohesive and much more basically when you shoot somebody and you're aiming to head, it's gonna shoot the head. Whereas at the beta stage in Rainbow Six, I feel there's lots of mismatch with where you're shooting and when you're shooting and whether it hits or not. Maybe it's all netcode, but yeah.
No, yeah, I do. I think, all right, granted, yes, it's only a beta, but there was quite a fair few problems with the network. It had host migration happening every time. I played a match on both PlayStation and PC, and I was having the same problems. It was taking a very long time to actually find a game. I mean, hopefully they'll get this sort of problems fixed. But then again, they've only got 2 months to sort it out. And if they didn't do a beta, and this came out like this in this state upon release, then they've kind of shot themselves in the foot, considering it's a multiplayer-only title.
Yeah. However, that being said, when you're not suffering from bad netcode, I think that the game is tense, has a lot of variety, and it's frankly bloody good. And I would maybe the price might hold you back from buying it because it's selling at full price, but it's definitely a game that I would invest many hours. And I don't usually play multiplayer games, not since Battlefield 3 at least, and this one has re-sparked that desire in me of just keep playing.
I think, yeah, as like I said, a lot of people are not wanting another Battlefield or another Call of Duty, so I think it is the sort of fresh style of the game that is really enticing people to actually give it a go. The problem is a lot of people are still hooked on Call of Duty and Battlefield, that they may not like it, and I think because the fact that it's going to be an online only title, the community might suffer as a result.
I think in terms of community, Battlefield players are going to be much more attracted to this one than Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty has its own niche, and it's quite static. People don't really move from there. But Rainbow Six sits sort of in between of Counter-Strike and Battlefield, and I think that's what's going to appeal to everybody, given that all these issues are fixed. One thing, however, that Rainbow Six doesn't have is the mod support, or at least nothing's been said yet about mod support. It is true that it's going to have free maps for everybody that has the game, but if it wants to compete with Counter-Strike, maybe that mod support is going to be essential to give players that level of interactivity with the game.
Well, they've got a couple of months, so the release comes out December 2nd, I believe.
Yeah, December 1st?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. December 1st or December 2nd, I'll definitely have to fact check on that. Either that. But, so what we're going to say, what would your verdict be? Would you pick it up or on its release, or would you give it a little bit of time, considering that it's going to be sold at full price?
Well, in Rainbow Six terms, I would qualify it as a recruit. Not there yet, but almost.
So it's a game we're going to say it's almost there.
Almost there, and we'll see if it can make it there.
After all, this is impressions all are based around the beta, so we won't know until the final release, and hopefully very soon, when it does a release, we get a review copy. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and for more, be sure to check out GameGrin for all the latest news, reviews, and gameplay. Till next time, game on.